This week we're going to be opening up a bottle of Angels Envy Cask Strength. And this is Don, my friend Don. This is one of the last tours we just took, right?
You know, this is a distillery we went to together. We tried a lot of great whiskeys, but not this one.
That's for sure.
Stay tuned.
Hi, welcome to this week's edition of What's New at Charlie's. Well, what's new at Charlie's this week is Angels Envy Cask Strength, the 2023 edition. It's a little late getting to Charlie's, but it's here. And there's a few new changes this year. But this is one of the first times I've been able to have it and put it on the shelf here at Charlie's. As a matter of fact, I believe we've never reviewed one of these before. My good friend, Mr. Don Williams, he would probably know the bourbon pool.
You know, I'm pretty sure we reviewed something from Angels Envy, but not a cask strength.
Okay, yeah, because it's been one of the rarest bourbons to find. Now, as we talked about in the opener there, we just got back from Kentucky. We saw this on a lot of shelves. It's a little more prevalent this year maybe than before, but they have redesigned the bottle.
It is total new bottle.
Yep, and gone is the wooden box that used to come with it.
Yep. And
the funny story is when they delivered it, the guys brought in I got 3 bottles, so they were in a case. And I said, well, where's the other 2? And he said, no, they're all 3 in there. And I go, oh, no, that's only 1. We opened it, there's no box this year, so they've shut out the box. But what they've replaced it with is
a collectible top, and they've also, so the major differences are the Angel's wings, which are synonymous with Angel's Envy, are now embossed into the glass, not painted.
Yep.
They have gold labels and the collector's top. That is the
replaced the box.
change.
That's replaced the box. So yes, but the juice should be the same.
It should
be good stuff, right?
And you know, master distiller Owen Martin, when he is deciding which, he actually hand selects the port wine kegs, the used ones.
Yeah.
That he then finishes this whiskey in. And, you know, he only used casks that held port 5 to 9 years.
Okay.
So that's interesting. It's an important part of the selection process.
Yeah. And so this is the 12th edition of this. It's been very well received every year. Like I said, it's extremely hard to come by.
Right.
So this is the first time. Let's crack one open, Don. Let's see what we got here, man. So what's the proof on this?
It is 118, I believe.
Okay.
118.
All right. Okay.
I'm going to double check on the bottle in a minute.
Good idea. It probably says right on there, doesn't it? There you go. Yeah, but now do we know? It doesn't probably say anything about is it aged longer? Is it in the barrels longer? Is it finished longer? We don't.
It is 118.2 proof.
Okay.
What I found out was they hand selected the port barrels to finish it in.
Okay.
I could not find information on how long they finished. I think they probably finished to taste.
Okay. Well, I noticed the color is a little darker than a normal Angel's Envy.
Right.
It's got a lot more. So it's either been in a barrel longer or in the port barrel longer, one of the two.
Right.
So
right.
I would assume. So, but cheers, man. Let's see what we got here. Woo! Got a hug.
It's cask strength.
Mm-hmm. Good flavor, yeah.
So I love port wine.
Yeah.
And every time I sample something with port wine, I'm expecting it to be more wine forward.
Right.
But it really isn't.
I was going to say that. You don't get more port out of it, so I would guess the color comes from the age.
So I will tell you that I get dark fruit from it. Hardly any vanilla, which is unusual.
No.
I'm getting a little bit of caramel, but the finish man, it has a finish.
Oh yeah, it hangs in there for a while.
So that's a pretty strong Kentucky hug right there.
Oh yeah,
It really is. If you remember, when we toured Angels Envy together,
yep,
you and I have both been on a lot of tours. I've been on a bunch of tours. And it was the first multilingual tour I had ever been on.
it was absolutely yes. We were quite the minority there. So, but
Yeah. So there was a large group from Taiwan,
yeah,
and they asked us if we minded. So we were able to go through the tour and hear it in Taiwanese.
because the tour guide just happened to have spent time in Taiwan, right?
Right.
Yeah, so that was kind of cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Plus, they had their own interpreter, so
Yes.
it was a multi-language situation. But it was very interesting. But for those of you who don't know, Angels Envy was founded back in 2010. They were like one of the first newbies.
Yeah, sure.
Challenging, the Jim Beams of the world and
Right.
the Wild Turkeys of the
Well,
world.
Lincoln Henderson had a pedigree, right?
Yeah.
He had done a lot. He kind of Woodford Reserve was kind of his thing,
Yeah.
and he stepped out. He was one of the first big guys to step out and do his own thing.
Right. And Wes Henderson, his son, was I believe, the visionary for moving Angels Envy. But in 5 very short years, Bacardi International bought them out.
Yeah.
So, Angels Envy is still, in the Hendersons' vision, of what they did. But it's been owned by Bacardi for a long time. And quite frankly, their facility in Louisville is quite astounding.
It's pretty top notch. Pretty top notch.
Pretty
A
nice.
good tour, great tour. Very, very cool. Yeah, we enjoyed it a lot. So,
And
and we're getting crotchety. We don't enjoy a lot of tours anymore.
And we don't, and you can't hear the same mash bill over and over again.
You can in Taiwanese.
But the other thing I'll say about Angels Envy is the one thing that tour did was reintroduce me to Angels Envy Rye,
Yeah.
finished in rum cask, which I know that's like a hidden thing that I go for now because I call it my crack bourbon.
That was your go-to.
Crack whiskey, right?
That was your go-to for quite a bit after we came back.
It
Was
was.
that they have a cask strength of their rye out also.
Really.
I've not been able to get a hold of that yet, so maybe coming soon.
Well, Charlie, this one is really good, and if you're an Angels Envy fan, or a cask strength fan, or a barrel finish fan, you're going to want to try this one.
If it tells you anything, I don't usually drink the entire sample. I completely finish mine. So yeah, I enjoyed it. Thanks. Yes. Cheers.
Cheers, everyone. Thank you for watching.